some parents and children who were trying out parkour at Rotary Park last night. Empire has been hosting events this summer to drum up support for its new dedicated parkour gym. It opens this fall. One of the 3 owners, Jordan Westhead, joins me now in studio. Good morning.
So as you can see, we're taking all the foam out of the pit that we spent all this time getting in. We really only threw it in there in the first place to see how much we actually needed, so kind of got a gauge for that. We also need to pad the bottom a little bit more because it's just not as bouncy as it could be. We're taking it all out. Brandon's down there, Dane's here. Once that's all out onto the mats, we're going to put some more bigger chunks of foam underneath. That should help with the bounce, and then fill it back up, and then order some more foam. Hopefully that tops it off and it's good to go. How's it going, think?
Good. I feel like if we had more of the cubes it would fit perfectly, but we don't, so.
Oh, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, this is true.
So we've layered the bottom with 2 layers of foam here that are gonna go underneath these mats. So there's a really thin layer on the bottom that just goes between the wood and the foam. Then we've got these big 3 or 4 inch sections that are going underneath. Mats on top. We may put something after that, but for now we're gonna put the foam back in and see if that's enough and determine how much more foam we need to buy, because we're definitely gonna need a little bit more just to even this out a bit.
Are we putting it all back in right now?
Might as well. The fun part is tossing it back in. So.
Yeah. Whoa, no! I shit myself.
Alright, Pink, moment of truth. Jump in. How is it?
That's nice.
Sick. It's a little slower in the space this week. Logan's been getting vault boxes and our portable stuff ready to go, and just waiting for a couple other things to show up before we can get started on our bar area, which we will be starting on next week, and we're really excited about it. That's probably the next and last huge obstacle we're doing for the space. It'll take up that whole back corner of the gym, and then from there we'll move on to the more narrow part of the gym, and we still have a few ideas in the works on what to put out there. I think we're going to try and incorporate another bar or 2 out there, just so there's a little more variety and the bar is not limited to just one area, so they can sort of interact with other parts of the gym. We also have the parkour workshop this week, which is pretty cool. Last one had a lot of people attending and just trying it out for the first time. We expect this one to be the same. It's sort of a weird midpoint lull in the build, I guess, but it's only going to get crazier again with the bar area, the painting that we need to do, because we're going to be painting everything, and then just the overall cleanup to have this place ready by September.
Ignore my line. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Good job, dog. Good balance.
Wow. Basically figured out what we wanted to do for paint. We're just going to do 1 box with it first, just to make sure we like the way it's going to stand up and how it's actually going to grip. Finding the right amount of grip is a really important part of this, because we don't want to like slip on anything, but there is a point where we put too much grip into something and then you'll feel like you won't be able to actually move fluidly on it, because it'll actually like stop you. So we're going to paint just one of our vault boxes with it to start. We're going to start with like a wood adhesive. So just like a clear coat on the wood just to protect it, and then make sure the paint that we're actually putting on top of it stays. And then we're going to do like an epoxy. Something that'll be quite a bit grippy, as well as hopefully will be quite durable.
I'm helping!
If you're wondering why these are all white, we chose white for kind of 2 reasons. One, whenever you film anything in here, the white is going to look a lot nicer. It's going to reflect a lot more light. Everything's going to look brighter and more open. But 2, we wanted it to eventually start showing up like common paths that people take. So all the walls that are white are going to start getting scuff marks. You're going to see like common routes people take or common moves people do. You'll start seeing challenges. The more people accomplish specific challenges, the more kind of marks you'll start seeing there. We just wanted it to show the steps people take. See what everyone's doing in the space and have it kind of like a permanent fixture in there. We also, I guess like we looked at a specific image as we were doing this. We took an image from Mirror's Edge a video game that does a lot of like parkour and free running, and we got the scuff mark idea from there. So covering everything with this really, really bright white is gonna look really cool. We play a lot of ping pong here, so I've created this unit. So, got our slot for drinks so we're not spilling them when we're having fun playing ping pong. Got our spot for balls so we're not losing them. Then we got all these little pegs in here. You can slot paddles in them so you're not losing those. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's some engineering right there.
Oh yeah, we also, I guess the top part, we keep score on a phone. So it sits right here. And then you can score keep with it out without it being like in the way around the table.
This is what real parkour gyms
This is what real parkour gyms need. You thought it was an angled wall. You're wrong.
So, it's Jordan's birthday today, so we're actually kind of taking an actual day off from building. We've been doing 15-hour days for weeks now. So, we're having some drinks, playing the ping pong tournament down there.
Yep.
Friends and family. We got Bryn here.
Hi, we got snacks, drinks, and actual official ping pong tournament.
By the time you see this though, all the snacks will be gone, I'm sorry. This is something we're really pumped about with the gym actually. Having like a community space where we can all just hang out. Something we hope to do more of in the future, especially with parkour events coming. So,
Yeah,
here's some footage from ping pong.
yeah, let's do it.
So she had it already made when I said that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh! A down spin.
You're gonna get 5 spins in a row.
5?
Yeah, and then you have to try to hit the pinata, and then once you stop being quite so dizzy, we spin you again. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2,
Do I close my eyes?
4, 5.
Is anybody am I gonna hit anybody?
You're good.
Can I just swing?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
That's gonna hit me. I'm moving.
You're moving it on your
Watch the wall.
Stop, freeze.
Straight there.
Happy birthday!
I felt like that was reasonably successful.
Not bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
He busted it.
We are hosting a free parkour workshop right now. The second one we've done of these. And the turnout is nuts actually. Way more people than we expected. It helps that it's a really nice night. And people are just excited. We're trying to do these workshops to sort of build hype on the space, and I think it's working. Turnout is crazy. So this kind of shows you that it doesn't really matter what you do online, it doesn't matter the amount of social media marketing or influence you have. As long as you're doing stuff in person, you're never going to get that reach that you really need when it comes to running your classes. This was just a totally free event that we're just hosting, and all these people are showing up and showing interest in signing up for classes. So get that ground game going. You got to make sure you're out there seeing people and just doing stuff out in the public.
And arms up one more time.
running, jumping, and rolling off environment around them. Last night, children in the city were invited to give it a try at Rotary Park. It was hosted by local business Empire Parkour. What do you say to parents that, like me, might be scared for their children's safety in a situation like this?
I mean, the kids are going to be climbing on stuff anyways. You might as well learn how to do it properly. If anything, like safety is a really, really big concern with ours. We start absolutely every student of every age with basic fall technique and movement competency to prevent injury. We also, as parkour athletes, we do a lot of falling and we get really, really good at it.
Do you have a plan?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, I went to school for sports medicine. That's what my university degree is. Again, start with basic fall safety. So we start with a shoulder roll, which is a movement designed around kind of just like you can fall in any direction with it, and it's built around protecting your head. Heads are kind of important, so that's where we
I like
prioritize.
mine, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we started out, I guess, our community started out with like 7 people like 6 years ago, and now we had like 60 people show up in a park last night just to try it out. We have a huge focus on community within parkour. Okay, so we're just putting on the last coat of paint for these guys now. So this is the like final layer. We tried it out at the midpoint layer just to see how like grip was doing, because ultimately that's the point of only doing one box to start. And we're like really pleased with how it turned out. It turned out like super grippy and a super, super bright white. So that's gonna look great on camera and it's gonna be awesome to train on.
I want to give you that look like that kid from that Vine that's like.
Oh yeah.